Jahan Dotson might have the best hands in the entire draft. He's an exciting player to watch, and he's expected to go off the board in the first 2 rounds, but he's a bit undersized at 5'11" and just 178 pounds. And he didn't break 1,000 yards until his senior season. So what kind of player is he, and where should you take him in your Dynasty rookie draft? Let's get into the film and find out. Dotson ran a 4.43 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine, which is above average but not elite. Honestly though, he played in a tough conference and he was regularly beating guys badly deep down the field. This was his bread and butter in college. So his game speed might be faster than his 40 time actually suggests. He's also extremely fluid, starting and stopping and changing direction, and he's explosive in and out of his breaks. Overall, I would say this guy has top tier movement skills. This definitely helps him as a route runner. He puts his fast feet on display regularly with a great release package that frequently puts defenders off balance. He also excels at using his deep speed to his advantage to get open on comeback routes and double moves. He does a great job sinking his hips and creating separation off of the cushion that defenders have to give. You can also see his ability to change direction on a dime and explode out of the stem of his route. But he doesn't always do this. Some of his routes are too rounded off, and I would like to see him get open more consistently in the short to intermediate game. He shows flashes of excellent route running upside, but I think he'll need to become more consistent in this to really be a PPR monster at the next level rather than just a deep threat. Based on what we've seen so far from Dotson, you're probably not surprised to hear that he can be pretty dangerous with the ball in his hands. He frequently uses all of the athleticism that we've talked about to make defenders miss and zip for extra yards after the catch. He's also a major home run threat with the ball in his hands. If he catches it with good blocking and green grass in front, he could take any play to the house. I will say though, he doesn't always show the best instincts as a runner. He would often catch it and hesitate as if trying to decide which way he wanted to go. I saw a number of instances of kind of dancing around instead of getting north-south, which allowed defenders to corral him. He also lacks contact balance, which is somewhat expected for his size, but you're not going to see him bouncing off would-be tacklers like you would Drake London or Treylon Burks. Which leads me to a weakness in Jahan Dotson's game, and that's his size. 5'11" is okay height, but he's quite skinny and pretty much always at a strength disadvantage. This shows up in a couple of ways. First, I saw some instances where his route running was significantly disrupted by a defender being physical with him in a way that he really didn't like. Second, he was sometimes bullied in the run blocking game. I will say that he gives consistently great effort here, but he often struggles to hold off stronger defenders. But there is one way in which Dotson played bigger than his size would suggest, and that's his ability to go up and get the football at the point of the catch. I mentioned that Dotson might have the best hands in the draft class, and that's not an exaggeration. Just look at some of these absurd catches that he made throughout his career at Penn State. In addition to his exceptionally sticky hands, his above average 36-inch vertical jump at the combine definitely shows up on tape. He exhibits great body control, and despite his thin frame, he's fearless catching passes over the middle of the field, even when he knows he's going to take a hit. All in all, I do think Dotson has the upside to win on all 3 levels in the league, and he could definitely pan out to be a valuable fantasy asset. He needs to become a little more consistent in his route running, and he definitely needs to get in the weight room. But there are guys who have succeeded at his size. Deontay Johnson and Brandon Cooks are 2 current players that come to mind, and honestly, I see similarities to both those guys in Dotson's playstyle. You can get him in the late 1st to early 2nd right now in Dynasty rookie mocks, and I think he presents really good value there. If you want to hear my thoughts on the rest of this rookie wide receiver class, hit up this playlist and I'll see you there.